Welcome to Cooking with Cameron, coming on the Fathering Channel. Great for you to join us. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we made some Lamingtons. Let's do something different with Lamingtons. How about a Lamington walled cheesecake? Well, Dads, as you know, I'm all about the healthy eating. But sometimes you've just got to go, give the big handball, pass it off to somebody else. Now, a few weeks ago, we made Lamingtons. Loads of fun, nice and yummy. And Lamingtons are always a good thing. Especially when, you get lazy and you just buy them from the shops and you just buy the fingers, you can buy jam-scented ones, loads of Lamingtons. Now, the bit of the backstory, why am I making this tonight? I was sitting there on the weekend and I thought, I had no inspiration of what to cook for this week's video. And then a friend posted a video of this Lamington cheesecake and I'm like, done, sold, too easy. So I dug around, pretty simple recipe, and this is a no bake one, but it's a set one. So we've got to put it in the fridge for a good 6 hours. And it's pretty easy to make. So let's get into it. And first of all, well, I've got some jam-filled ones. They're just to make things look pretty on top. So we'll see those again in about 6 hours. So we need what's called a spring-form tin. Literally, it's one that the bun falls out. Now I'm just going to spray that, line it. So I'll speed through this bit. Rightio, Dads, we've just lined the paper. Now the fun part, now to build. So what we've got to do is put a base of Lamingtons and then a wall of Lamingtons. I'm going to do the walls first and then put the bottom in. Now the recipe is going to say about 27 Lamington fingers. So I've got 18 in a box, so we'll see what happens. Rightio, Dads. Well, I said the recipe that I'm using is 27 Lamingtons. Now, if there was 18 in a tray, I've got 4 left. So it's at 32 I've used. So, but I've made sure it's packed in nice and tight because you don't want it seeping through because that's also the bottom. So we put that aside for the moment. Now to get out the mixer. So before we do that, we're going to put some gelatin powder in and make basically some jelly. Now, all these sachets, I had no idea how much they were in them. But I measured one, and I reckon there's probably 1.5 teaspoons. So we want 3. So there's 2 sachets, I guess. So that's just made looks like an opaque sort of mixture. We're just going to set that in here. We're going to have our cream cheese, vanilla extract and sugar, and then we're going to combine it. Once that's combined, gelatin in. Now that's looking pretty good. We've got to add 330 ml of coconut milk. Now the recipe that I'm following says 2 tins of 165 grams. I spent 10 minutes in Woolies trying to find 165 gram jars, tins. Couldn't find them. Closest I could do was a 400 gram So, being that it's a new recipe, I'm actually going to follow the recipe. I'll find something to do with that cream. Rightio, Dads, that's come together really, really nicely. Now, look, you can leave it like that. And there's your cheesecake mix. I can't do that, can I? We're going to have some fun. We're going to add some chocolate to one half. We're going to split this mixture in half. And we're going to add some chocolate, some cocoa powder, chocolate, to one side, one half. Then we're going to add some jam, just a little bit of jam, or this jam I made the other week didn't turn really into jam, it didn't set. So it's more of a raspberry sauce. So seeing as my Lamingtons have got jam filling in them, figured why not have the cream, figured why not have, ooh, yum, this. Let's get it right. I figured why not have chocolate and jam in the cheesecake batter. How much are we going to use? It's up to you. I'm just going to put a teaspoon in of cocoa powder. As I say, it's more of a sauce that I made the other week. Some chocolate cheesecake. How's that look? Now for the fun to begin. Because what we're going to do, clean up first. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to pour a bit in. Bit there. So it looks like a bit of an ugly mess. I'm going to get a chopstick out. I'm just going to swirl it around. And Dads, that's it. Time to throw it in the fridge for a good 6 hours. Let that cheesecake set. Then we can dress the top, put some more Lamingtons on it, and serve it up after dinner. Anyway, Dads, I'll talk to you soon. Well, that has set. Oh, that tastes pretty good. That's set just nicely. So we're about 6 hours in. Got my tray to sit it on. Let's unwrap it. How good does that look? The crowd goes wild. Absolutely stunning. Now the fun part. Now to make it look fancy, Dads. You can leave it like that. You can whip some cream, coat it in cream. Now if my wife was here, she would be saying yes. My daughter was here, she'd be saying just just douse it in custard. My son's saying just leave it as it is. If you've got some fresh fruit, so we put some raspberry sauce in there. So if you had some fresh raspberries, you could fancy pants it up with that. But I bought some more Lamingtons, just because we don't have enough Lamington. I don't know, looks okay to me. And as I said, this raspberry syrup that I've got, almost looks like a medieval castle with a big bloodbath going on. My son's just cracked up laughing behind the camera. Just some extra flavour. Oh, that's sweet. Well, there you have it. Lamington cheesecake. And the cheesecake's a chocolate swirl and raspberry swirl. Looks pretty fancy. Didn't really take long to pull together. It just takes a while to sit in the fridge. Pull that out the next party and you're going to look like an absolute legend, dads. Anyway, dads, till next time, keep being great dads. And it's time to crack into it. That's good, dads.